Hello everyone. Welcome. We're having a good night here tonight. Something a little bit cozier. But welcome to yet another part of the Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright games. Welcome. We're just gonna... Whoa! Something. All good. Just had some audio issues. Video playback. Anyway, yes. So today we're going to, fingers crossed, finish up episode 4. We shall see. Try to do a quick recap. Our dear boy Edgeworth has been persecuted and has been framed to do a crime, but he is innocent, and we just have to figure out who the real killer is. So yeah, let's without further ado, let's get started. Grab a drink, grab some snacks, grab some water, and we're gonna get started. Hope everyone's been having a good day. Ooh, it's heckin' dark. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Right in the law offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Poor boy. The memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth... I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Yo, how's everyone doing? Larry. What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in those aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes. I do remember feeling pain. Right on. Tell me the truth, it was love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better. Oh my goodness. Larry. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. My edgy boy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before you. Dude. You were kind of all over the place. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. You weren't there, Larry? I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. He did kind of swoop in to save the day. Seriously, Nick. I missed whatever. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I'm sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, you can really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in the two of you until the end. Sorry, folks, just checking something real. Cool. Strange. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. All good. Sorry about that, folks. Just, sorry, I thought there was something going on with the, video. Anyway. Yes, where were we? Edgeworth, and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? Well, why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? Didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes. Grade school. We get Edgeworth, Phoenix Wright backstory. Let's go. They saved me. Miles. Larry. They saved me. I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Huh. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It's the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Money? Our school was very small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it. Yeah. Kids in the class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. So rude. But he didn't take the money, did he? Dang, these kids going ham. 50 cents. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I had done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's what happened. Objection! You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs! Miles? He was objection from a young age. It was you who stole my money, wasn't it? And you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. Defense lawyer from day one. Right out of the... But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. You don't need proof. Why don't you all Dang, Miles. Oh, Larry. It's always how it is, everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. It's class trials. Order in the court. This is a classroom. Courtroom now. cabin. After that, the three of us were best friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. Larry, way to ruin the mood. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the buds. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. This image is so funny. I'm gonna become a defense attorney, just like my father. Famous defense attorney. And a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth famous. An article about him in the newspaper. Headline was something like "Dark Suspicions, a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Fight me in court! Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one else and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. My boys! Wow, Nick. So that's why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Yeah, very well, maybe. First there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean up some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Did I get rid of evidence? Righty, well, I guess the next best option is to probably go see if we can find him at the... December 27th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. I can imagine him just like skipping away a little bit. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one of them ran back. No one can go into the woods today. The woods. Lotta was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in there for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Haha. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Goodbye, Gummy. Let us move through here. December 27th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Steele's eyesore's missing. Eyesore? Dude, you can't do that. Like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. He's pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth. True, we owe him big. Okay. Let's go to the boat shop. Boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. Never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem! I'd know the clearing of the throat anywhere. What are you doing here? Aha, hello, what might you be doing here? I could ask you the same. Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon. See? Mr. Grosberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grosberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? We in the shack. But he's home. Hello, Squawk. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, Squawk. Can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot friend to fend for herself. Polly's just squawking. I should take care of Polly, Nick. Probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. It says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? That's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, Spot. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm pretty sure there isn't any money in here. Aw. But hey, keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in here. Not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Guess there might be a clue or two. Only thing in here is a letter. Letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clean letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. What? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on there? How should I know? I've got to read the whole thing. Your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Also says this is your last chance. Now it's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined you. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Hauling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. Plot. Easy. All the confirmation. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing is for sure. This letter is an amazing clue. Yoink. Yeah, just leave. We can't. Just leave in the middle to exchange. Okay. And Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on... Don't people usually put the pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right. But don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. Should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was that caretaker. Sure did see him. How do I feel like sections here? I can use the kitchen much. Guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you thought he was telling the truth? Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this weekend. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Righty. Let's get the heck out of here. Wait. Let's go to the precinct. Oh wait, no, we should go to Roz. But it seems like I can't right now. Let's go here. Police department. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Boat shop caretaker. Shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Not go to... Oh, hello, Edgeworth. I guess I can't go to Grosberg, but I guess I have to find out some more stuff, maybe? You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Hey, I heard about this thing that happened... By the way, class trial, what do you mean? You don't remember? I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in grade 3? Lunch money? Alright. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? The trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Just spilling his secrets, just bleh. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So, simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Let's chat, dude. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? Couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me. You want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off. That would be probably him. That day 15 years ago. Three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. We were rescued. We all suffered oxygen deprivation. I'd lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened that night. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument. claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation, released due to a lack of evidence. That's when I changed my mind. Started to hate defense attorneys. My heart bleeds for you. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. Court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Dang. That's crazy. In all cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. Not one suspect was declared innocent ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty or not. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do anything and everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? What you're saying is true. You're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. There's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. A strange situation in which I find myself. I'll admit. Edgeworth, get this letter. It came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lived. I see. Revenge on me? Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Maybe an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. It's following this letter. Means there was someone else behind it. Two men who ruined your life. Men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. This is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Possibly. Hey. The court bailiff at the time. Just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. Vic was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were in there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us. In that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Dang. That's all I remember. Came to, I was in a hospital, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. The claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. I don't know. But isn't that strange? The letter tells him to get revenge on Pedro. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare. Memory of a crime. Crime you committed. I think the time has come to tell all. Oh my goodness, the exposition. Goodness gracious. The last 15 years, I've had the same dream every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. Kind of dream. Dream about my father's killing in the dark. I can't breathe. Quiet. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure everyone would want to get out, dude. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Ah, what? What are you? Dang, this dude's going crazy. No, Dad. He's attacking Father. I see the pistol lying by my feet. I didn't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiff. The days I picked up that pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. With that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. Whoa, okay, I think I understand why he's called Miles Edgeworth. Dang. Dude, that's crazy. But that's just a dream, right? Right? Beans. That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. What if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my... Whoa. Dude, that's crazy. If you think about it. If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge. Edgeworth, you can't mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. No! Oh. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? Don't know. Wow, this is crazy. I didn't think there was anything we could... I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. There's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident? Maybe. There is. There is someone else who knows about it. Let's go to Grosberg's. I knew I had to figure out some tea before I went to him. Mr. Grosberg. Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. I like how we just kind of left Edgeworth. We're like, man, that sucks. And then just immediately gets up and walks away. Like, no bye, no nothing. Just immediately leaves. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He immediately starts crying. See. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. Wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. It was done. No. I don't believe it. Suspected of the murder and his career as a bailiff was it was destroyed. Money for try. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles' head. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Gregory, tell me about him. He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one here now that I think about it. Your mentor, Hiya, my sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win court record. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. Died in despair, as it were. You see. When he was murdered, the police called on a spirit. That was your mother, Misty Faye. Gregory Edgeworth, I have been killed. The one who shot me is the bailiff. Yet he was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Blame it on the ghosts, guys. Gregory must have known who shot him. Don't believe it. You're saying he falsified his testimony? His ghostly testimony? Lied to protect his son? Only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Dang. Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem like that Yogi was following this letter. But why kill Robert? A skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. Got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. He was a free man, but socially he was ruined. He'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Have any idea who wrote this? Is it Karma? On Karma? Or would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. Got it right on the first try. Used to see it all the time on court reports. But that means that the one who told Mr. Yogi was correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Maybe he wanted to do something and just used Edgeworth as a scapegoat. If it was truly von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that... Oh, geez, gamers? Timer set for some stuff. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. We'll present the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh boy. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. Maybe seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. Do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Met him in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscathed. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence and thought he lost the trial. Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Wow. Petty. So... It was... My mind is blown like crazy. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after the news. Vacation. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he'd taken in his many years of prosecuting. What? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. Strange ideas. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from home. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. He wanted to keep the record so bad. Why did he take such a long vacation? We do. Von Karma is going to bring up the DL6 and bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Objection, I'm hitting Grossberg's desk now. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe Edgeworth's innocence. In Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick... Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright. If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. Can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Crazy. Yes. Oh. Go back here. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Okay, I guess I was... Let's go here and see if my boy has returned. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. Don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. Staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. And we were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Now, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Yes, he just arrived, actually. Nick, let's hurry. Let's go to the record room. rusty as always. They're just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time. What's wrong again? I was just noticing that he isn't here. One of the drawers is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! File for DL6. It's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? What? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day. Sorry, my brain. Don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? Beg your pardon. See, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. Wah! Crazy. We talked to him? Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Had an axe to the grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't he? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? He dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? I like how Phoenix Wright's just like outright asking these people questions. Like, so you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take your son under your wing after? Son of your most bitter rival? That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, he will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you had done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow? We were right. Von Karma is going to bring DL6 in court tomorrow. Alright, well... be right back. Fountain files for return. I don't think there's anything for me to collect here. Because Von Karma has he has the stuff. I guess who took it. Okay. Well, I guess we are gonna get the heck out of here and go here. The only place we haven't been back to in a while. Let's take a peek. It's the forest. There's someone in there. There's a few policemen in there. You must be looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Not sure. I'm supposed to go. Oh, I have an idea. Let's see. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Well, I forgot that my brain's like, oh, but he's gonna take it away and I can use it in court. Because sometimes, there was that one time I had like said, presented a piece of evidence to somebody and then they took it. No! Saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Dude! For self-defense, usually. Indeed. Ah. 600. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No! Oh, what are you? Nick, run! Oh my god. This is why you don't bring the thing right to the enemy, Phoenix. But that's what you wanted me to do. The letter's gone, of course. We took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Oh my god, is she okay? Maya. Open your eyes. Poor girl. She's like, Oh, she's awake. A letter. Did he take it? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? Stop. I jumped as fast as I could. One shot from another. One shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call myself. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up. Whoa! What? Sure, there has to be some way. Better do something about her self-confidence first. A bullet. 7. Most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Wow, what an action-packed episode. Or mini. So much has been revealed. Edgeworth might have accidentally his own father, you know. It was Von Karma. I knew I didn't like Von Karma from the start. I knew it. But yes, we are moving on to the final day, but I just need to take a quick break. So we're just gonna put on a quick timer. And I will be back as soon as I can. Hopefully like 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Hopefully. I will be back as quickly as I can. Be right back. hello everyone, welcome back. I got myself a small bowl of popcorn, and let us finish up the trial for our good boy, Miles Edgeworth. Perfect, let's go. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. We in lobby number 2. This is it, Judgment Day. Today things are gonna get settled at last. A lot of things. Wah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Hello, Edgeworth. He's looking glum as always. Hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. Just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Did you tase Detective Gumshoe? What's gotten into that, bro? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised. I've captured our runaway caretaker. Brought him in. Took all night. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. That has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. Alright, gamers. Let's get ready to rumble. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense attorney is ready, Your Honor. Karma, the grip, let it go. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by everything he says. Well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness to the courtroom. The stinking guy. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. He has currently lost the memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? He was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, you see. I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna press everything. Recall what you did was running away, not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. I'm just gonna press every single one, see what happens. Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmet, you see. He only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on the way back to the shack. Yeah, right, nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see, so he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yup, seems like it. How could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. Ooh. The witness has testified that quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. I feel like it's gonna be either this one or the previous one that I showed the letter to. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. Okay. Oh. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, bonk, bonk, bonk. There's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who the witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is getting interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. His name is Yanni Yogi, the former court bailiff. That name seems familiar. Oh! Judge is making the connections, let's go. What does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. Allow me to repeat once more. But the witness has lost his memory. No, he took the thingy from me. I don't have that letter. Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? Okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints, and we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Well, why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? For you see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked in a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with stuff. Yup. Burned your fingertips off to hide your past. Well, if he ain't got no fingerprints, won't be able to prove his identity. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Huh? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. Just can't prove it. Can't let it end like this. There has to be another one. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are you gonna do? Didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingertips. What do I do? Don't you bring Polly into this. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Do I get to cross-examine a bird? I'm excited. What is it, Nick? No. No, you're not going to. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order? Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. Whoever's... Yeah, hey, you said it. I have the right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, I really hope you're ready for the consequences. This is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yep, Polly's gonna be the reason. Let me cross-examine that bird, Your Honor. I wonder if animals have ever been used as evidence in court. I know there was Canuck the Crow, where he was a crow who stole a murder weapon, and it just so happened to be a knife. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the bird. I like how they just have the bird on hand. Hello, Polly. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify to us. Hello, squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. What are you gonna do, Nick? Hmm. I'm gonna yell at the bird. Can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Polly, what's your name? Polly, Spot. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does that have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Taking the blabbing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. Your Honor. Oh gosh. I might have gotten a little too trigger happy with the bird. Feel like I present Polly herself? Or maybe, you know what, let's present this. I feel, you know what, let's... Take that! I had hoped you would have learned this way. I know. Well, we should try to get some information out of her. But as you're here to speak, you must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. I guess we have no choice than to... Let's try this. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. What? Rude. I've already pressed everything. As I recall 2 days ago. Let's try the other prompts. Polly, have we forgotten something? What? Don't forget D6. DL6. How could I have forgotten that we had... See that here that will prove that the caretaker has something to do with D6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Dang it. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello, squawk. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. Couldn't have retained the parrot. Would he? Train her not to respond when we asked if we had forgotten anything. Hold it! Let's try the third option. Save? Why? Let's try to get her to say anything. Polly, what is the number of the safe? Polly, what is the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. Hi, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright? Wright claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ah, ridiculous. How can a number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's? I don't have any. Ugh, this is so difficult. I feel like I don't have the right evidence, or maybe I'm just not seeing things. Wait.
Take that!
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright? Where in this file is something relating to the safe number? Summary. It's on the case summary page. Case summary page? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Objection!
Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. Oh my gosh. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other collaborating evidence. Cooperating. Where am I gonna find that? We're getting closer. One more. We can just get one more piece of evidence. Wait, but what? Very well, witness, you may continue. So this doesn't do anything. Has my options changed for this one? Okay, no. Okay, so the real question is what am I missing? It has to be a piece of evidence. The real question is, what evidence? Because it wasn't the photo. Reports. I mean, I could try to reuse some of the already used, because apparently that's something you can do. Anything new and impressive? Yes, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. I really don't know what to use as evidence for this bird. I already used the photo. Evidence clearly reveals a contradiction. No. Not at all. Don't. What am I supposed to talk to the bird about? I'm here. Hello. Yes. Hello, Seppo. Welcome. You're just in time. I interrogated the bird and now I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I need to find one more piece of evidence, but I don't know which one it is. The bird has already... We've already found out about the safe. And then, yeah, we just have to find the next piece of evidence, but... I'm stuck. I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I'm just trying to figure it out, but I don't know. I'm running out of lives. It's fine. I don't know what to do with the parrot. The parrot is confusing. No, nothing's gonna change. Said yes, and I've already pressed it and I've done all three of the options. Yeah, it said don't forget the DL6 incident, but when I said that, when I made the bird try to say that, it just said hello to me again. So I've already done all three of the options. But I have to present a piece of evidence, but I don't know what to do. Frogs. Your frogs aren't... You're silly. So we have to try to connect the bird to Yogi. And it's just... We did, I just don't know which one. This game is tricky. Yes, it was the date of the the DL6 incident. I forgot. All good, all good. I'm gonna probably get bamboozled. Is all. I don't know what the bird wants. I don't know what to feed the bird to get what I want. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. I've already showed the bird so many things. Part of me that kind of wants to... You can't really see their faces. Don't know what to do. I'm stumped. Is he... This is hurting my brain. Because I feel like I don't have the right evidence. I don't know what to use. Right. I just don't know. I went through a bunch of stuff and I've already found out some. I mean, if you have one, I know I need to present a piece of evidence. I just don't know how I link what the last piece of evidence is to link Ollie and Mr. Yogi together. I've shown this image. I've already pressed everything. I've pressed this one. I've done all the options. I've done all of these. I'll do the safe. Do you want me to do this? I'll do the safe number again. Why? Name. I've done name. She doesn't respond to anything. Yeah, and then because this is what happens. This. That's today's date, but 15 years ago. Use the date of the DL6 incident as the number for a safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him. I've done all this.
Objection.
Then he's like, here's my bank number, my bank pin. Everyone go spend my money. I'm number one. See? I don't know. I don't... Okay. I'm probably just picking the wrong evidence. Because I feel like the parrot's name will prove the owner's identity. Proof. I'm not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is the owner. Hold on, I figured it out. Oh. I know exactly. I figured it. It's because I can't read. So I was like, who is this? Why did they mention this? Suspect data. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed sewer slide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. And what is his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I'm the big dumb. I'm literally, like, so dumb. It was staring me right in the silly little face, and I just completely ignored it because I'm dumb and can't read.
Objection.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What do you say? Bonk. The bird belongs to the old dude. It has been confirmed. Immediately, bring him here. That took me longer than I am proud to admit. Because I'm, again, just the big dumb. Laugh at me all you want. Bring it on over. Tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. What? I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi. I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Dang. Order. Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? Tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. But this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I admit I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Gee wowzers. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? Hello, Edgeworth. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion in this particular case. I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Throws confetti. Making it rain in court. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Did someone just say objection? Wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Ugh, Edgeworth, what did you do? Your Honor, I object to your What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? My boy, why would you do this to me? Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them that he was the schmurderer in the DL6 incident. He's gonna tell him he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Objection!
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. It would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. "15 years. I've had a recurring dream. Nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Edgeworth. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? In the distance of the shot, it wasn't super slimy. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me! Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty, which ends today. The culprit is me! Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent and is confessing to a different crime. Crime which the statute of limitations runs out today. Not really sure how I should deal with that. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime 15 years ago. I think I would like to have a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. This is crazy. Absolutely bonkers. Sorry, Wright, I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. What are you doing? Huh? Oh. Just reading through the court record once more. Getting my case ready. Case for what? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. I'll do it! I'm gonna speed run it this time. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. Sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belt. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. And then they became boyfriends. Alright. Back at it. How are we gonna prove he's innocent? Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, the defense should do their cross-examination. Statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. You see, does the defense have any objections? No, sir. Karma, you knew this was gonna happen from the very beginning. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Please stand up. The defense state his name and profession. Sorry, folks. Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. Be the key if only I can get it to work. Please, please. Okay. Something that didn't quite fit. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to cry. Just then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop crying. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the event. Ah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright? Your cross-examination, please. I feel like it has something, because I remember the photo having 2 gunshots, because one was shot at the window. I'm gonna press everything and see what happens. I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost when Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the name. I think I know what I need. I think I see the lines. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator? Yes, myself, my father, and Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, and came to help. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the car. But then... I assume it was the bailiff young. The safety must have come off when it fell from his face. He picked it up, and what happened next? Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I couldn't. So you're saying that you threw a pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. One shot fired once. Yes. And after I threw was conscious. Echoed in my head every day. A gunshot in that horrible scream. Yeah, I didn't expect, but I have to expect the unexpected in this game. To this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream. It is part of the testimony that really completes the evidence. Who would it be? Aww? Yeah, there was more than one shot. I feel like I should deal with that one first.
Objection!
I'm gonna do the shot first. I know Phoenix said something about the other thing, but I want to deal with the 2 gunshots. So there was only 1 shot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream, and everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. No, 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 Edgy Poo. Your Honor, unfortunately, you don't. Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago, and in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony. Well, I can see the victim, Gregory Edgeworth, lying. What do you mean, a contradiction?
Take that!
As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. See, a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only 1 gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not 1 but 2 shots were fired. One shot hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear 1 gunshot? The photograph does seem to confirm the 2nd shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? Might have been before the incident occurred. As if it was there before, it has nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have proof that this was caused? Do I? Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise after you've seen the evidence. Oh, golly gracious. Oh, this. I use this, because that's what I'm trying to prove, is that... Oh, it's okay, it's just related to this incident? Easy. So that was the victim data. As in this file, you enjoy dragging out that file. Don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Bonk. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who would that someone else be? Words. The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Summary? That's on page. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on scene. The pistol had indeed been fired 2 times. The other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. It's the one fired by a good son. I mean, did you really search, like, the elevator shaft? Undoubtedly something else made that bullet hole in the door. Order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. All we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Yeah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Mom. What? Looks like I was wrong. The second bullet wasn't there. All my conjectures are for nothing. No! You said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. Sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person else who fired the killing shot. Now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. But we don't know what happened after Edgeworth passed out. Because the other 2 were fighting. One bullet was found at the scene of the crime. Fired by me. Precisely. I'd like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing on. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. You killed your father, though it was not your intention. I did. Oh no. It's accepted the guilt. Very well. Statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? Before. Just like my first day in court. So many things. I know I should be saying. Mine's not like, I can't find any words. But we have the... I feel like there is an objection, I just don't know what it is. Because the ghost even admitted to it. He was like, no, it was what's-his-face. But I guess I can't use ghost testimonies in court. Let me just double check. Son. Is this another one of those I'm supposed to lose kind of scenarios that I would hate to have to do this on.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick? I don't know, his case is perfect. Oh no. Crap. Must exist. Oh god, okay, guys. Warning, flashing imagery. Look away. I'll let you know when it stops flashing. Second bullet. What? Did you just say? Nothing. Must exist. But where? Someone took it. Alright guys, I think it's safe. Seems waiting is not gonna produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just, someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. Murderer? Then tell us who this murderer is. I'm still thinking about that one. The criminal took the second bullet? Why? First of all, how would they have found it? Not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Is there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet. Wait. Nope, that's not. It was a special bullet, so if that was the case, they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory. Why would they only take shots fired? Okay. Oof. Did the what to do. Schmurder had no reason to take that bullet. I don't want to admit it, but it's true. Thinking too normal. Guys, sorry, flashing. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I wouldn't do it. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet hit the schmurderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would want to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. At the time of the schmurderer themselves was shot? They left the second bullet... They left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. Then there's a problem with that. The other people... 2 people rescued from that elevator. Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi were both unharmed. But what would have that would mean? The schmurderer came from outside, yes. 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door. It's the schmurderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the schmurderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell what you're grasping. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what to say. There's always a possibility, Your Honor. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no schmurderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. That's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey Nick, huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in the years of his prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock? He took it because he was injured. Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the schmurderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Anything wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the schmurderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Should I come out and say it? Say it now! Say it now! We're gonna say it now and say it proud. There's a suspect, a lone suspect. With this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where would I go under the... Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? No, Von Karma, perhaps too well. Perfect, he wouldn't leave clues. Probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull out the bullet by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What is that? Bullet has to be somewhere. But where? What if he never pulled out? I mean, pulled it out. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Can I? It's I mean, if there's no record of it, then... Yes, I can prove it. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know you like it so much. I want to use this. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Pulls out metal detector. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Oh, he's sweating. I refuse. You refuse? What refusing this means? You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. We got him. We got him sweating now. Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we are allowed to use the Your Honor, let me scan him. Let me give him a quick scan. Judge, I call for a suspension on this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. We scan this man. Let's go. I reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. Bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation. You can't just do that. We caught you. That's it. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? Evidence is everything in court. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet... Of course he can't. None of any of the DL6 evidence. It's because you took it out of the records from yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave to trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. Here's my final proof. to use? I haven't used this yet. Oh. Well, I guess
Take that!
that's a bullet. Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. It was the only evidence I hadn't used, and Hiya grabbed that directly from Von Karma after he, taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints on the weapon. All bullets fired from the gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. Quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma's the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both the bullets were fired from the same gun. Very same pistol, in other words. The Schmurder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, will you let us remove the bullet from your shoulder? Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. Dang, he wants to cut him open in the middle of the courtroom. Of course it seems to have fixed itself literally when I be mean to tech. Every time I mean to technology, it seems to work. I don't understand. Solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Yeah, Phoenix just wants to, like, cut this dude's shoulder open in the middle of court. Dang. Dang. He's having a breakdown. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. The scream. Can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Get away. Get away from my father. It's the scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. When the witness and the defense attorney gang up on you. They're defiant. So, it was you. Dude! You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! He's freaking out. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. Sorry, but you will have to be penalized. Covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth? On you? With a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the dark room. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on, the elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew it. I knew then. It was destiny. Dang. His last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. That's crazy. Tisk tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open the elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. We're innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Dang. Crazy. We saved him. We saved my boy, Edgy. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him. Nick, crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. No, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. And now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right, yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Edgeworth has never said thank you in the past 15 years to anybody. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. He never says thank you. He's never nice to people. That's what he just told me. Got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. It's got you there. Woo! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. Tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. Who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Hem. Oop. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. Gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift for me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too, my treat pal. Huh? Oh, thanks, looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. What's the suit that questioned me? He says treat, that's non-police talk for prison food. That's not police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrities to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot. lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38? No. No, Larry, it was you? You're so surprised about Wright, huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as the suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it, the whole class was against you. Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, Right, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. This sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. Should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out? Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easy, too. The death sentence for you both. Man, if only I had known, I would have become a prosecutor. Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. Thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Okay, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Aw, we get a cute little group shot. Except the town that night celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Oh, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep? What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. Couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Aw, man. Goodbye. What time is it? Yeah, the first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. There's this man running across town at 5 o'clock in the morning. Guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick, Maya. So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Wait, what? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? The last day of the trial, I heard her voice. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped. Mr. Grosberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless. You were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in the daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence?
Take that!
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. You were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. It was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. Us Mayas are pretty great. Hair flip. I'll be back soon. I'm going to complete my training and come back. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Bye, girl. So my story ends. I'm to turn a new page. Say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. Same old crazy cast of characters. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Is that it? Are we done? Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Ooh, Detective Gumshoe. I just like to think he's walking around whooping at people now. He hung his head low. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something strange, huh? That's so funny. Just Edgeworth going around whooping at people. That is crazy. Huh, Nick? Haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working on at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call her. She's in Larry, you gotta stop dating models. They're just gonna keep running away from you. Ooh, Wright? Yeah, I remember him. Here he's busy. He's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him. I was grateful. Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Well, you should know I've taken over management of the Great Gatewater Hotel. Stop by. That's so cute. Wow, okay, I thought there was another chapter, or another episode. Or there could be. Who knows? Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Oh. The music in this game was sick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the team who made this amazing game. It was a lot of fun. Difficult, but a lot of fun. There's definitely something different. Can't be a star. Oh, and then she goes on an entire rant. Are we just kind of like going through everyone? Is this their reviews of Phoenix Wright as he did? Pleased to announce the Pink Princess is ahead. Promised to write a great deal. Okay, he said it. Oh. That's fair. I got a letter from Maya today. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living in? Oh, she finally found a water fountain. Good for her. Or, water fountain. Waterfall. It's been a long day. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright. But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Like, what a dog, what kind of... It was kind of a shock. for a boy of my tender age. Yeah, I remember Wright, that lawyer guy. Me, I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. That picture I took of everyone, well, just behind there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Aha, there is a ghost. Cute. We did it, guys. I think. What? Brand new episode. The game bamboozled me. Well, well, well. With that, we end Turnabout Goodbyes. Wow, that was a very interesting case. I really liked how the flow of it was. How I always guessing about who it could possibly be, and the lines in this one were a little bit clearer. So it was a lot of fun, except for at the very end. My brain just was not working today. I don't know why, but my lawyer brain broke. I redid my hair and I bleached all my brain cells away. That's totally it. But yeah, so just one more chapter or episode left for the first game, and then and that's the first game done. And then we'll move on to the second and the third. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining me today. I hope you had a great time watching me struggle, and my brain just was not working today. But thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you guys in the next stream where we start episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. So it seems like we might be getting a little bit of a time skip just based on the poster for the next chapter. So I'm curious to see what's going on. But yeah, we're gonna end it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are, and I'll catch you next time. Peace and chicken grease.